in a sort of group to go out to this bus here, King's Ferry, the Ferry of Kings. This is the outside of the Grosvenor Park Hotel. This is Park Lane, because it's got Hyde Park on the other side. This is going to the Guildhall, whatever that is. We are the EMEA group, that's the Europe and Middle Eastern or something group. David. Grosvenor House. Ah, ¿cómo estás? Bien. Ah, super. Mi piace, no, me gusta de verte. Right, it always helps if you take the lens cap off. Anyway, they do. The videos look a lot better. This is the Victoria Embankment there. And, well, what am I doing? It probably looks better if I don't focus it up too much. But that's going up towards King's Cross Station in Holborn. Is it It's not Farringdon, is it? What's this one called? I can't remember. What is it called? Queen Victoria Street. That's the one. Going up there. Yeah, we stayed in that one before. I've stayed in that hotel before, that Crown Plaza. That's where I spent the last conference we had in London. But
c'est toi qui fais tes valises ou c'est ceux qui... Ah oui, c'est moi qui fais mes valises.
The New York Mellon Center.
Avant, tu voyais pas ça.
The name for a building, a New York Mellon Center.
Ils sont tous pareils. Regarde, maintenant, ils sont encore là. Ouais. Hello. Non, même à ta génération, c'est déjà... I
don't think it's that far. When you go through down London, you've got to look in the air the whole time to get the whole bed.
Au début, je faisais, et comme elle faisait tout, elle faisait, donc il y a longtemps...
If we're driving or stopping, see if I can get a glimpse of the tools on this.
Et alors, par exemple, tu vois, le soir, je sors généralement une chemise et une cravate, je sors les affaires pour lendemain. Mais elle regarde le costume et...
Church of Scientology here again. Seems to be everywhere these days. I wish they'd just close the thing down by force.
Mon pauvre ami, au bout de 35 ans de mariage...
Oh, some kind of... Oh, there's St. Paul's. I worked quite close to there for a while when I was with Binder Hamlin, which was BDO when I worked for it, became afterwards part of Arthur Anderson, then afterwards disappeared entirely in a kind of predictable way. Along with my fund. Because it went into Anderson's and Anderson's disappeared. My pension fund, which I paid into for 8 years or whatever it was, or some period of time, seems to be bandied about between Deloitte's and Ernst & Young and all the rest of them, and I really can't work out what's happened to it and how much it's worth now, if anything. St. Paul's Cathedral by Sir Christopher Wren. Coming into the square mile, the city of London. This is Cannon Street. You can see the Gherkin, the famous Gherkin up ahead. Porridge. That's a good idea, porridge. Selling porridge. Isn't that a clever idea to sell porridge on the street? What more should be made of that?
Alors t'achètes une carte, ça y est, tu l'as toute l'année. Alors par contre, c'est les costumes qu'il faut acheter ou les manteaux, ce qui est chemise, cravate, le reste, et surtout pas écouter les vendeurs qui veulent toujours te faire prendre de taille dessus. Ils veulent que ça soit choisi, alors que les costumes de mariage, c'est extraordinaire. Tout blanc.
I don't think we're going to be able to see that. Oh, there's the gherkin a bit over there. I just saw a snatch of it. The golden fleece with a lot of people that have been fleeced by laymen there, maybe, outside of it. We speak in the wake of the layman's bank closed down on the second of 5,000 people. Some of them people that I would have been at college with. Some of the people that were friends, well, not say friends, acquaintances more of mine at college went off to work at that time for laymen's. There's one guy who lost 11 years worth of bonuses that had all been tied up into shares until next year. 11 years worth of bonuses, and that was a sizable proportion of what he earned. He's lost a lot. The shares are worth nothing now. Makes you think, doesn't it, why you go to work? And it makes you think that a bird in hand is worth two in the bush sometimes. It really does. Gresham Street in Guildhall. Yeah. This is the Guild Church of St Lawrence, and we're coming up to the Guildhall now. Some rather grandiose things. Domine dide nos, Lord guide us. There we go for the Guildhall in all its grandeur. So, this is where we're coming to the Guildhall to eat. This is what it looks like. On the outside. Fantastic. We're going in here. I don't want to film the entry system, but I'm being told that I can't photograph in the art gallery, so that's just noting that there is an art gallery up there. I'll respect the wishes, of course, not film there, but the rest of it, other than the art gallery, is okay. Oh yes, well, actually it's almost all gallery, but I'm not going to photograph. I'm just filming the walkthrough just to give an idea of the sorts of things they've got around. I'm not sure. Where are we going, Andrew?
Sorry?
Where are we actually leading? Where's this all leading to? Are we going the right way?
No, I think it's just a gallery.
Is it?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I think reception upstairs.
Oh, the cloakroom. Well, I was just wondering what we're supposed to do. I've got no idea.
Then you go back after the cloakroom. You go back upstairs.
Okay, well, I don't really need the cloakroom.
All right.
Okay, thanks. Oh, sorry, cloakroom, not clockroom. What was that? Okay. Very good. This stone was unveiled on the occasion of a visit to the Guildhall by Her Majesty the Queen. And she unveiled a stone while she was here. It's very good. So I just don't know what we're supposed to be doing. Here somewhere.
In the art gallery. I'm sorry, we don't allow any photography.
No photography?
No,
okay.
Sorry,
I'll have to put my...
Sorry about that.
What, because of the flesh?
Yeah, well, we don't allow any photography even without flash.
Is that also damages them?
Yeah,
okay,
sorry.
I see. I'll put my...
No, sorry, we just don't allow any photography in here, but you're more than welcome to take photos elsewhere in the building.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Guildhall, starting between now and 7:50. Your guide will be the Guildhall vehicles. We have one here, best looking one, Terry. And they can each take 22 guests. So we're looking for 22 good-looking guests. Now, to start the festival. We're trying to encourage all the tours that come back here, ready for dinner at 7:30. So 22 cantons.
Że mogą zrobić tury spacery przez ten cały ten razem z przewodnikiem.
May we have the next 22 guests and Mick the Greenhop will take you
I think that's more than 22 already, to be honest. Oh, I think they've got 22, but we can move in that direction to be in the next one.
Well, that seems to be a full male group over there, so we'll let them do their tour.
Yeah, I don't want to have only males.
Yeah.
I like to have ladies.
Stop it. No more.
Another one shortly.
What purpose it is? It's an organised tour or what?
Yeah, I think it's an organised tour. Maybe a disorganised tour, but it's an organised tour. It's really quite remarkable. That one is got all the faces on it. Unfortunately, the lighting's not too good for a film. I'll try and. Oh, we didn't make this tour. That's another tour I haven't made. I'll be in the fourth tour. The Tour de Forth. That's Midi. She's great. She is. She helped me with. She once told me something. She's from Austria. She told me if you would run a marathon, you must first walk a marathon. And those words have rung true in my head ever.
We'll head for the Great Hall.
You're going to get a tour of the Guildhall, which is a very historic building. This gentleman Terry will tell us all about the history of it. Looks like the crypt is down there, with some people already starting to eat.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, my name's Terry. My position here is I'm the security manager. My title is I am the Superintendent Beadle. A little bit of a ceremonial hang-on, and hence the ceremonial blues that we wear when the Lord Mayor is in state. This is the second largest banqueting hall in the UK, the first being at Buckingham Palace. When a visiting head of state comes to the UK, on his first night he dines with the Queen. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. On the second night, the visiting head of state comes here and the Lord Mayor entertains him. In the city, the square mile of London, the Lord Mayor is the most powerful man. He gives precedence to no one, not even the Prime Minister. The Court of Common Council, who are his council of elected aldermen and common councillors, decide everything that goes over, under, round or through the city of London, the square mile. It's done in this room. On the fourth Thursday of every month, this is a courtroom. Lord Mayor, at exactly 1 o'clock, comes through those doors, preceded by the city sword. It's not a little flimsy sword, this is the city sword, and the city mace, the city marshal, and in days of yore, young ladies scattering the flower petals to take away the smell of the unwashed. Behind us on the wall there, we have the South African War Memorial to the London Fusiliers, who are a going concern. The TA Regiment celebrate their 40th anniversary on Tuesday of next week in this very place. First tour party happened to have a South African gentleman in it, and he asked me more information. I couldn't tell him, that's all I know about that at the moment. But I told him he could come back at the weekend. We have open house at the weekend, while we are one of the areas that are open, and we'll open up a few more areas for the public to come in and see, as there are many other places. We move down on the hall now. Those of you who remember feet and inches, this is the imperial yard. It's on brass plate, and at precisely 62 degrees Fahrenheit, the distance between there and there is exactly 1 foot. Any colder or any hotter, because it's brass, it doesn't give you exactly 1 foot. It's here, it is the imperial yard, because one of the things that used to happen here is a tax hall, and it was a trading area. The sellers of fine silk would come here and it would be measured off. Yards, pitches, rods, purchases, fathoms and furlongs, all of those bygone measurements were taken here. Baker's dozen, 13 in a baker's dozen, so you weren't sold short, all done here. The window itself is of interest. We believe this is the oldest surviving window in the UK. It's on a fine metal catch, perfectly balanced, swings open. We do not believe that's glass, we believe that's polished cow horn. In the old days there was a window tax. The more windows and light you had in your premises, the more tax you paid for the window, for the light tax. It snaps shut. There's no draft. It's better than double glazing in my house. On the wall, I've got another press of the defence regiment in London. A couple of different point out here. First of all, that the River Thames was the last Lord Mayor Junior. He was the harbour master of the River Thames and the London Port Authority. One of the duties that takes up here in office. The next one I want to point out to you is this new regiment known as Rifles, made up from the old green jackets and the old light infantry. And as a former light infantry man, I had to point that one out. And this one, the Honourable Artillery Company, grand old gentlemen, all 80 years of service, all with a row of 40 medals on their chest. Great gentlemen, dressed up in breastplates, muskets, pipes and drums, and to the beat of the drum they are then asked to march in step. They can't do that, but they can outdrink any person in this room because they're great gentlemen. One of our national heroes, Winston Churchill. Prior to the no smoking ban that came into the UK, we didn't allow him in with a cigar. Once he dropped the cigar, which he was famous for, the cigar and the blue thing the victory side, we then allowed him in. This memorial is to Horatio Nelson, another of our war leaders in the French Napoleonic Wars. Battle of Trafalgar, Lord Nelson was killed. This is a grieving monument, not a victory monument. He died during that battle. Britannia's head in her hands. The flags are furled. The lions are looking down. It's a grieving monument to Lord Nelson. Next one, if you're another horse either, Duke of Wellington, before Bonaparte. He should never have won that battle. Thin red line. He should never have won that. He was outnumbered something like 7-1 by the French. He never won the battle. Somebody made a mistake or he was lucky on the day. Anyway. Stories say that this great hall was at one time used as an army tent store to keep his tents in during the army campaigns. The little list on the side there names some famous trials that have taken place in the Great Hall. So not only have we banquets and courts of common council, we've got famous trials. Lady Jane Grey was found guilty of treason in this very room and sent to the Tower, and you know what happened to her. There's another famous trial on there where the jury did not agree that the defendant was guilty, and those that did not agree were sent to the Tower. The whole days, eh? William Pitt the Elder, great spokesman, led this country forth into regenerated finance. The memorial, the beehive, the flute of plenty, the bouquets, the angels, the cherubs, Britannia smiling. It's a happy time, and he went on to be Prime Minister of the country, William Pitt the Elder, and he was superseded by his son, William Pitt the Younger, Lord Chancellor at the age of 24, Prime Minister at 27. I missed my vocation in life. The next monument down is William Beckford, Prime of Iran. The guy couldn't talk to and gunpowder treason and plot were taking place, plotting against the king and royalty and reign. William Beckford stood up when the king marched in here with troops to arrest the Court of Common Council and send them to the Tower. He stood up and made the famous speech that's described below, basically saying they were loyal servants to the crown. This is the Lord Mayor's canopy. I said it gives precedence to nobody except for the Queen. If the Queen attends, the Lord Mayor and the Queen go centre stage, the Queen sits central, the Lord Mayor gives way and sits to her right. If the Queen is not in attendance, the Lord Mayor sits central under the canopy. Across the crest there go the city sword and the city mace. The rising Dominator Regional is our population motto, O Lord guide us. A little bell down here is for the Lord Mayor's panic bell. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the tour of the Great Hall. I need to return you back to your venue. If you'd like to go that way up the stairs, mind the floor level change, and go up and down the stairs and I'll get you back to your
Non, il y a aussi marqué.
Tremendous, absolutely tremendous. I'm speechless. I did so much history in one room. Tremendous. It was good for us to be here. Many thanks. One group is here. Not sure which group is which, whether this is ours or whether we're in the crypt. We'll find that out later. One group's up here, one group's down there. I think we're probably here. I think there's a seating plan. We'll have to go and see who's sitting there. Hello, Morna.
Hello, David. How are you?
Very well, thank you. And you?
I'm very well, thank you.
It's good to have James around a lot more these days.
I do. But that's all right. I haven't killed him yet. Gets pretty close sometimes.
Right.
I can't see it clever. We're not here. I don't know where we are. What? I can't see us anywhere. Oh, yes, there we are. Yes. Let's go to statue. Where's she? Oh, he's statue. Yeah. Oh,
I can't see
bring your own stool?
I can't see myself at all.
Oh, you're in very good shape. Oh, don't you? Where are you?
Right. Oh, it's fair enough. It's good to have a table where you've got people you don't know very well and we can get to meet them.
This is hard, isn't it? Just go.
Number 5.
My name.
Number 5, so it's nice and central in the middle of a bunch of other tables, so that's always good. Means if people are boring, you can always turn around and talk to somebody at another table. No, I didn't say that, did I? I didn't say that, forget that. A lot of film pianists. Yeah, it's good because film is more watchable these days on the internet, so a lot of people watch my little films of things that I take on my travels. Yeah? So, surprising number of people do actually. I'm surprised myself how many people show an interest in it. And I can do this just while I'm doing things I'd have to do anyway, so it adds an extra dimension to it. That was the roof of this banqueting area. This is not that room that they said was the biggest banqueting hall in Europe downstairs, but it's certainly part of the same complex. Some filling up of the old water glasses going on in a coordinated fashion at various points in the room. They've got very nice uniforms in green and white. Somebody's directing the rest of them to do the right things. They're looking at each other, getting a bit of eye contact amongst each other, make sure they're all doing the same thing, all singing from the same hymn sheet. Those waitresses, it's all very coordinated. They've got these little ways of communicating between themselves. It's quite interesting the way they do that from the perspective of work.